Um, Hopefully this is recording like I needed to. I'll go back and check, but um, I wanted to basically do a live today about. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this other page loaded. But basically, I wanted to do this other video about how I was able to get my life back after being pretty much like depressed and discouraged and debilitated from lupus. So hopefully, if you're here, you know what it is like to deal with lupus. For me, my most prominent challenge was fatigue. And I know, like, for those of you who deal with a lot of pain, like severe pain, my heart goes out to you. But I know that sometimes it's hard to understand how debilitating fatigue can be because it's like, oh, I'd rather just be tired. If all I had was to be tired and I didn't have to deal with this pain, I would rather deal with that. And I bet we're saying the same thing on the other side. The ones want us that are dealing with the fatigue probably are saying like, oh, I will take the pain over fatigue any day. But that's that's not, the grass is not always greener on the other side. So for those of you who understand or who don't, the reason why chronic fatigue and extreme fatigue, like for me, exhaustion, meaning if I exert myself too much, like I might have to go to the emergency room or I'll be out trying to rest for days. Like it might take 3 days for me to get a regular amount of energy back. So, that's a problem when you work, and work becomes stressful, you flare up, and then all you have is the weekend to rest, and that's not even enough rest for you. So then you got to push through another 5 days of work, just extending, wearing your body out, and that makes it even harder for you to recover. So for those of you who don't understand, that's like the issue that comes along with fatigue. But also with that, when your friends or your family or your loved ones want to spend time with you, you can't because you don't have the energy to do that. And a lot of you guys, I'm sure, like feel bad about, even like with your own children and things, like not being able to spend more time with them because you literally just don't have the energy to do it, and it makes you look bad because they're not understanding what's going on in your body. But I do. So I just wanted to get on here and share with you guys kind of how I worked through that for myself. So hopefully that will help you guys if you're dealing with the same thing. Take steps toward getting your life back too, because lupus is no joke and it really can steal like your entire existence. So this is how I got my life back from lupus after lupus tried to steal it from me. I stole it back. So the first thing I did was I asked why I'm here, because I really honestly felt like if this is what life is going to look like and this is like what I have to look forward to, why, like, what's the point of me, you know what I'm saying, continuing to live like this? To be honest with you, I don't have children yet. I have a dog, and that's all I'm really responsible of taking care of. And all my family is far away from me, and I've really kind of isolated myself from my old friends because I used to feel so guilty for not being able to spend time with them and for them not understanding like what I'm going through, and if I got depressed because of what I was dealing with. I just kind of felt like I couldn't talk to them about it, and that they would consider me to just be lazy or like it's just a mind thing, you just need to get out of that. Which depression, there's definitely things that you can do mentally to get yourself out of that. But the challenges with the lupus, regardless of if you're depressed or not, like that energy you just can't get. Like there's nothing that's going to give you that energy back. So I really needed to, like, I started to ask questions as to, like, what am I here for? Because this can't be life. Like, this, if this is how I gotta live life, just sleep, go to work, barely make it through work, go back home and go to sleep, and nothing else, like, in life is accessible to me, because I honestly don't have energy to do anything. I can't even go to the grocery store and shop by myself. Like, bruh, what am I here for? So that's the first thing that I did, was I asked why I'm here. And then I got answers. I got answers, and I understood what my life purpose was here on earth. So once I understood what I'm here for, I started working towards it, and I started to see how I could make my life purpose happen for myself, because it didn't really seem practical at first. So for me personally, my life purpose is life coaching right now. You know, I think people have multiple purposes throughout their life. But for right now, my purpose is life coaching. And that helped me to understand a part of why I was given this experience having lupus in the first place, but also on top of understanding why I have had to go through having lupus and everything and all of the challenges that come along with that, it also started to make me feel energized again. And that's something, like, I could not get that source from anywhere else. No medicine, no amount of vitamin taking, eating healthy, drinking water, exercising was giving me that energy. But the passion that I started to feel when it came to my purpose gave me the energy that I was missing when I tried anything else. Like, everything that's supposed to work to give you energy was not working, but this did. So that's one major thing, because once I started getting the energy back, like, it's like, oh, okay, well, I can do other things now, because I'm actually, like, energizing myself, my mind, my body, my soul, from doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And when this happened, I got an aha moment. Like, I understood the entire purpose, I guess, of us coming here on this earth and having life purposes in the first place. Of course, we have free will. However, when you do what you were sent here to do, and you get in alignment with that, what happens is you are given the tools to do that thing, whatever it is supposed to be. So let's just say that we're not talking about lupus. Let's think about the people who maybe they're in the Special Olympics, right? And that, somebody in the first place, before the Special Olympics even started, felt jilted, felt cheated about life, because they probably were an athlete before, they lost a leg, or they lost something made them disabled in some way, and they wanted to still be able to to compete at whatever sport they were interested in doing. So they created the Special Olympics so that people like them could have that opportunity to push themselves in ways, that athletes need to push themselves, or need to compete, or get whatever it is that they get out of that. Somebody first had to go through having, a disability in order to do that in the first place, right? However, even going through that Special Olympics kind of stuff, the things that were available or accessible to those people who were disabled and participate in the Special Olympics were made available to those people in order for them to do that. And that's the same thing that happens for anybody in whatever their purpose is. Like, so they had natural athletic ability. That's something that you're given at birth or were born with. You are natural in. That's a strength of yours. And you need to carry it out in some way, regardless of if you become disabled or not. And that's the same thing that happens with your life purpose in any form. So with lupus, whatever your natural abilities are, regardless of if you have lupus or not, like you're still going to be able to do that thing, even though it seems like with all of your challenges right now that it's not possible. And that's really how I felt before I started looking into my purpose. I started to feel like, what is it that I could possibly do that like is not going to drain me of my energy? And once I started doing what I'm supposed to be doing and I got into alignment, I stopped being drained of my energy and actually started gaining my energy back. And that's the like aha moment that I had and I felt like I needed to share that with you guys who are dealing with lupus as well, because there may be, you know, some of you out there that just like me really feel like giving up on life and really feel like, what is the purpose of me being here if I can't do anything? But if you move in alignment with your purpose, whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, you'll be able to do it, and you'll be able to do it much easier than anything else that you've tried to do, because these are things that like your purpose is going to be in alignment with what you're gifted with naturally. And then on top of that, like I said, the universe, God, your spirit guides, angels, like whatever your higher power is, they're going to gift you with the ability to get it done, whatever it is that you want to do. And on top of that, the bonus is, like I said, you will be less stressed. You'll be enthusiastic about life again. You'll have more energy. I would even go so far as to say that, you know, I'm sure that they will provide you with less pain, or maybe what you have to do has to do with finding, you know, something that will decrease pain so that other people can benefit from that as well, if that makes sense. So I decided that I'm going to talk to as many other lupus survivors as I can to inspire them and try to help them and encourage them to get on track with their purpose as well, so that they can start living life again, and all of the benefits that come out of that. You can see like this place that I'm in now, like being able to afford this high rise type of building. I've not had to work in a year now. It's been a year that I've worked for myself. I work when I want to. I make way more money than I used to, like 5 times my income. Well, we'll just say like I'm making 6 figures now. And I work on my schedule, like, so I get to rest as much as I want to if I needed it, but I actually don't even need it as much as I did before I started working toward my purpose, which helps with, you know, the depression, helps with energy, helps with like things being accessible again. Now I get to travel again, you know, and that's something that I really wanted to get back to doing, but I didn't feel like I would be able to do it, like, because think about it, it's like if you get on a flight, you know, jet lag and all of that stuff already makes you tired with normal health. And then if you're dealing with depression and fatigue on top of that with the lupus, anytime that you fly somewhere, you're not even gonna have the energy to go do anything in the place that you're at. And it's like, what's the point of traveling if you can't do anything, you know? So I'm finally able to do that again and like make it, like, without, you know, like I'm not affected by my energy like I was before, like this turn of events in my life. Okay, so I did want to share though that I think I covered everything. Let me see. Oh, hey Taylor, I hope you're doing good, girl. Okay. All right, so I've mostly covered everything. I like how these bullet points here. Sorry, my phone is falling. Continue. Okay, sorry. Try to get this back up here. Sorry. Okay. So yes, that's what I did to help me kind of get my life back on track. Let me hurry up before this falls back over. But and that's when I really understood that, you know, like the purpose of your life is like the key to you having freedom, financial freedom, the key to you really living your best life. I mean, like, some people seem to think that, like, when you try to get in alignment or do what you're supposed to do, or you were sent here and put on this earth to do, that it's like not free will, but it's the most freeing thing that you could possibly do. So that's the key to getting your freedom, the key to getting your best life, the key to quality of life, the key to making everything possible for you. Again, the key to relieving a lot of those symptoms that you might deal with if you have lupus. The key to remission, because I'm in remission right now. I do still deal with like depression here and there, but I don't deal with the fatigue and the like, what's it called? The flare-ups from the lupus. And it's been probably like, let me see. It's been probably like maybe 6 months. Excuse me. Maybe 6 months. I haven't dealt with any of those like flare-ups. The key to beating lupus, the key to your happiness, I believe. And like I said, happiness is a state of being. It's not like I'm never going to deal with depression again, or I'm not going to have to fight that off. But I definitely believe that when you operate in your purpose and you get in alignment with that's the key to you finding your happiness, and the key to getting your life back, and even better than it probably was before you had lupus and when you got lupus, if that makes sense. So because even before I had lupus and I was in 100% health, I still struggled with financial strain and not being able to do the things that I wanted to do, even just having natural health. But when you're in alignment with your purpose and you open opportunities up to yourself, you free yourself financially, you make as much money as you want to, you create opportunities for yourself. Everything happens for you when you're in alignment with your purpose. So all those things that I was struggling with before I even had lupus, like, I'm not dealing with those things anymore either. So it's even better than that. So that's what I wanted to share. Basically, I'm glad that you... Sorry, girl. I'm new to these lives, so I'm encouraging you to try that. And if you're interested in working with me on like making this possible for yourself, and if you like me, you want to get your life back, you can comment on this video. You can DM me. You don't have to put it out there. Put your business out there in the streets. And then if you feel like if you know someone that might be able to benefit from this, definitely like share this. Send them the link to this video so that they can watch that and try that for themselves. Or maybe, if they need someone, maybe to work with them as well to get in alignment with their purpose, or to find what that is, definitely share this with them. But if it's you and this sounds like something that you want to do, like I said, you can DM me or you can comment on this video. But definitely you want my help, in getting your life back. But better, just let me know. So that's all I had for you today. Hopefully this wasn't too long. I tried to like power through it, but it bees like that sometimes. Oh, is that a helicopter? But anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night and a great Labor Day weekend. I don't know if I'll get back on here before the end of the holiday weekend. I don't know. I might. But definitely hit me up if that's something that you're interested in getting help with, or it sounds like something that you would like me to work with you on. And have a good rest of your night. Bye.